Hi everyone, welcome back. So we are going to be reacting to a song by the Jacksons called Push Me Away. And this was sent over by Morgan. So thank you so much to Morgan for your request. If anybody else does have a request, the only way that I do take them is via the link in the description box. So feel free to check that out if you're interested in sending over a song. But let's get into it. So this is the official audio as well. I think it might be a remastered version because there's a version here, but I'm just gonna stick with this one. Yeah, yeah.
Live inside, crying eyes. Your touch, your heart, your warmth, lullaby. Live to dream, don't it seem? The tears, the pain, reality. Don't you know? These dreams I wish could be the real you and me. I come running back to you. You push me away. You push me away. Darkened days go away. The lights are bright. Dream and stay. As I dream, loving you. Your touch, your heart, your warmth, please come true. Don't you know? These dreams I wish could be the real you and me. I come running back to you. You push me away. You push me away.
my god, wow. What are the I was like going into some other realm right there. Like it was so relaxing and so, oh my god, what a beautiful song. And it really goes with the whole like cover art situation here. Like it made me feel like I was in nature and really just like, wow. I really like this cover art. Destiny and like the ocean's like crashing against it. That's kind of deep. Wow. I loved this song. I loved it was so soothing and so calm. Like, and it's so nice to hear as well, like the versatility as well. I mean, I haven't really listened to much Jackson's, but obviously the ones that I have heard, like they're quite like Michael Jackson's voice is very loud and very strong and very intense. And obviously he's a bit older here, so it's not even just because he's like older or I don't know what I was gonna say there, but like the ones that I've listened to basically is like his voice is really airy and breathy and like this one is airy and breathy, but the ones I've listened to are like sharp and very like loud and he's but it's so nice to see the versatilities basically 100 years later I got to the point. Um but yeah, it's so breathy and airy and it's nice to see that versatility within him and within the Jacksons as well because like and it's nice to know that they can do a bit of everything. And I'm excited to hear more. So if you guys have any more of the Jackson songs, like feel free to, send those via the link in the description. But I loved the calmness of it. I loved the softness of it. Like and then like they really what Michael Jackson's got amazingly and he's older here than the one I've listened to. Like I literally listened to a song actually, in this cover art he looks like he's older, but maybe he's not, So let me just um okay, yeah, so he is older. He's 20 here, and in the other one that I listened to, he's like 13. Someone said he was 11. Like, there's basically younger than he was here, and you kind of start to see like the kind of maybe it's just this song as well because the last song I listened to of Michael Jackson when he was younger is like it's a sharp, clean sound, whereas this one has like a bit more sort of like holding back, but also like a lot of emotion. Like even when he went like that kind of like sound that we know Michael Jackson to be like in his later work came through a lot here. Oh, and the violin, like I do love violin. I feel like that was just so cinematic and so grand and classy and so like and the fact that it's the song about being pushed away and like it's there's a lot of pain and heartbreak, but there's a lot of like it's done in a very graceful way. It's very graceful, this song is. That's the word that I can use for it. It's graceful. And it's like, it's almost like this surrendering feel to it of like, even though you're hurt and you're in pain and you do feel that, it's almost like you're just surrendering it and it's giving this sort of like, like out breath of like, that sort of feel to it. And it's like a release type of song for me. Like it feels that way. And I love like I was gonna say I was like, where are the rest of the brothers in this song? But I don't know if I just tapped into it at the end and whether there was harmonies at the start as well. I don't know, but at the end, like I felt their presence with the harmonies, but it was so subtle and so it was just really beautiful. And I love the guitar in there as well. Like it was definitely a complex arrangement, but it felt really simple and really peaceful and like yeah. It was amazing. I mean, I didn't even make any notes. Usually I do.
You push me away.
Oh, the violin that's really and then the ding, 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 ding in the background, like oh, oh, it's honestly so beautiful. Like what? Yeah, emotional pain and of a cold, distant partner. Emotive, mature lead vocals by Michael Jackson, 20-year-old. Creative Freedom and Destiny was the first album that the Jacksons wrote, wow, and produced entirely on their own after leaving Motown. That is incredible. Oh my god. I was gonna say, I was wondering like who produced this. That's insane. Group Synergy, recorded at Dawnbreaker Studios, the track blended rich vocal harmonies from the brothers with subtle instrumentation, showcasing their transition from a youth group act to self directed adult artists. That's what I was like, yeah, like, it has such a different feel. And obviously, I've only listened to one song on this album, literally this one, and I haven't really listened to much, but of the Jacksons in general, but it feels mature. It feels like refined, like really refined and like mature. Yeah. Lyrics focus on an inconsistent relationship where the narrator is pulled in by warmth only to be shut out and rejected. Michael's delivery avoids melodrama, opting instead for a raw confessional style that foreshadowed his future solo ballad work. Yeah, it did actually. Like, it does really sound like a lot of the tunes, not a lot, but like the ballad vibes, or that softness that wow, that he's that he brought to his later work, like even the Off the Wall album, like the songs in there that have this similar feel of like that softness and that kind of calmness. Wow, it's a beautiful song, man. I can't believe that though, that they produced it themselves. That's insane. Instruments used. Obviously we know, but I'm just intrigued to know like a bit more. So drums played by Rick Marota provided a steady slow tempo R&B. Bass by okay. Okay, so the Destiny album credits show that the song was tracked by a mix of the Jacksons themselves alongside elite Los Angeles session musicians. Okay. So they probably had a lot of input though, even though obviously other, but it was produced by them basically, right? So they had the input in terms of the arrangement, I assume, and like where they wanted it to go. But obviously drums Rick Marota and the bass played by Michael Cimbello, um, delivering a warm, deep bass line. Guitars, a multi-layered guitar arrangement including Tito Jackson and Roland Bautista and Michael Cimbello. Acoustic and electric pianos played by the legendary Greg Fillinganes. Sorry guys if I've butchered that. Who anchored the song's soulful chord progressions. That was the beautiful bit of the song. Subtle synth pads and textures layered by Greg Fillinganes to flesh out the ballad's atmosphere. Horns by Jerry Hay. Strings by Claire Fisher. I've heard that name before. Have I? Percussion, Randy Jackson, and vocal arrangements layered backing harmonies created entirely by the Jacksons, Michael, Jackie, Tito, Marlon, and Randy, which function essentially as an instrument of their own, definitely. But wow, that's amazing. So they had like a few people on the track, but they must have had a lot more of input in where they wanted it to go since they sort of parted from, um, who they were working with prior to that. So that's nice to see. And it's like a very nice song to kind of feel that release as well. Like, yeah, it was funny how I was saying it felt like a release and almost like you felt that emotion, even though obviously the song's about heartbreak and like it has like a storyline and a context of like a lost love, or a love that never really came into fruition. But it's almost like I'm feeling the feelings of like their journey as well as artists, and like they're the point that where they were at in their transition of, being more independent, a bit more free in terms of what they wanted to write and their sound. Like, it's, you can definitely feel that freedom, um and almost like that letting go feeling. Like, it's quite nice to see the mirroring of the two. um and that's what I like sometimes I guess songs don't have to necessarily, like, the feeling of the songs can obviously be to do with what's being spoken about in the song, but then the feelings behind that don't necessarily have to be from a personal experience of what they're writing about. It can be a personal experience that completely contradicts what they're actually writing about, but then it's just like the feeling, the emotion is common and is like is the same, if that makes sense. And I feel that definitely in this song. So wow, what a tune, man. The beautiful song. Thank you so much to Morgan for requesting this. If anybody else does have a request of the Jacksons, of any of the songs, of Michael Jackson even, because there is like quite a few that I actually haven't listened to. I've listened to a lot. But I do have to say I think it's probably the later work of his that I've listened to more than the earlier work. So yeah, if you have any of Michael Jackson or the Jacksons, feel free to request it via the link below. That's the only way that I do take requests. But yeah, feel free to obviously comment your thoughts down below. Any sort of fun facts that you would like to educate me on, feel free to do so. But yeah, thank you so much to Morgan for requesting. Thank you to everybody watching. Till next time, bye.